Hello everybody, do not adjust your set. This is Tanks for the Mammeries and we are playing Armored Warfare today. But I have a special video and I wanted to get this out to you guys because WillfulTangent Gaming has asked me to get a message out to the community. So while we're watching me play a little bit of Operation Stormy Winter on hard mode in PvE for Armored Warfare, I thought I would go ahead and get this information out to you guys. I'm in my mobile gun system on Stormy Winter, and this is almost a textbook battle on this map. So sit back, relax, enjoy this, and let me give you a little bit of information about WillfulTangent Gaming. These guys got a hold of me about a week ago and asked me if I wouldn't mind helping them promote their clan in Armored Warfare. They're doing some recruiting right now for military veterans on the North American server. So if you play on the North American server and you are a veteran, doesn't matter what service, doesn't matter what nationality, if you play on the North American server and you're a veteran, these guys would very much like to have you apply to join their clan. And I'll tell you a little bit about these guys. So they originally started out in World of Tanks, and the clan commander there is a guy named VA Scythe. So it's VA Victor Alpha _ Scythe. That's SCYTHE, VA _ Scythe. He's the clan commander of a clan called WBCC, Whiskey Bravo Charlie Charlie, which stands for Wild Boars Charlie Company. WillfulTangent Gaming is a spur off of that for Armored Warfare, which coincides with a YouTube channel that holds the same motto and mentality as the original clan for World of Tanks. So what they stand for, both groups, WillfulTangent Gaming and Wild Boars Charlie Company, are a place that veterans can come and play and have fun with fellow veterans. There's a no-judgment atmosphere. They can just be themselves. And the reason they do this is because the transition out of the service is sort of a weird and odd transition that never really feels right for a lot of guys and girls. He says, we always long to be back with our guys, and it's a feeling we can all relate to. 22 veterans a day in the U.S. commit suicide from either losing their fight with PTSD or just from the crushing feeling of being alone. These clans hope to provide that place of community and belonging. Most nights, it's beer, tanks, and good fun. All veterans from any branch of service from any nation are welcomed. They do not discriminate. They are brothers and sisters, all. Both communities are only on the North American server at the moment. WBCC for World of Tanks and WTG for Armored Warfare. Again, that's Wild Boars Charlie Company for World of Tanks and WillfulTangent Gaming for Armored Warfare. These guys said to me, hey, look, it would mean a lot to us if you could go ahead and do a little promotion for us on your channel. And guys, I'm happy to do so. The veterans issue is a huge issue here in North America, as it is, I know, in Canada, the United Kingdom, and Australia, not to mention other countries as well that are all, that all have players here on the North American server. There's a lot of guys that have spent a lot of time in the service. They've been deployed, to many, many countries around the world, and they get back here and they just don't feel like they fit in, or they feel like the services that they're to be provided as a benefit from serving their country just aren't doing it for them, whether that's through the VA or various state services or whatever. And so, there's a lot of mental health issues with these guys. There's a lot of health issues with these guys and women. Please don't think for a second that I'm not very cognizant of the contributions that females have made to the services either. And so, that there are communities like this out there where people can feel like they're still part of a team and still have esprit de corps and help improve their morale is a really, really big deal. And I think these guys, they're sitting here asking me, hoping I'll help them when I'm proud and pleased to do so. I do stay involved with veterans. I do stay involved with my friends who have served either with me or in the same places that I've served, because we do have memories and experiences and feelings that civilians don't just have. And I know that the word PTSD gets thrown around a lot They're saying now that pretty much everybody can have PTSD, and that's true. And I don't mean to denigrate anybody who, has got some sort of post-traumatic stress, but it is truly seriously an issue for our service personnel, and we do need to be aware of that and accept our responsibility for the treatment and care of these service personnel, because we have indeed put them in harm's way through our voting and through our support of our government's policies. So whether you agree or disagree with the policies of our government, our service personnel do deserve our respect and support, not just while they're in the service, but after. And so when you see a guy on the street who says he's a homeless veteran, can you help him out? You should do so. If you have the opportunity to support a community like the one here that I'm talking about today, you need to do so. If you have the opportunity to be involved in some sort of veterans program, you should seriously consider it. If you have the time, inclination, and resources to do so, I strongly urge you to do so. So, these guys are saying, hey, look, we really hope you don't mind doing this for us. It's really appreciative and all this sort of thing. Guys, I absolutely am happy to do it. So I want everybody to take a look at these guys. Again, at the end of this video, I do have all the social media contact for them. Please do stick around through the end of this video to take a look at the links where you can reach them. I will be posting the links as hot links, as well as having the information written at the end of the video. So if it's something you want to take a look at, you can get through through them on Facebook, on Twitter, and on YouTube. And both groups, whether it's World of Tanks, Uplay, or Armored Warfare, are recruiting right now for veterans from any branch of service, any nation that plays on the North American server. So Willful Tangent got a hold of me, and he spent 4 years in the Marine Corps. He has 3 brothers who have deployed. He and his older brother were cannoneers. They're Redlegs on a M777A2 howitzer. His other 2 brothers were in the infantry. They're out of the service now, and from what I understand, they're part of this group. And he says basically, a lot of guys would go insane if they didn't have organization or other vets that they could talk to about their experiences and relate with each other. He knows there's more people out there in the world like this, and he'd like to get people involved. He says he had a friend named Joshua that he lost to PTSD recently, and nearly lost another one last year. So he believes, and I agree with him, that organizations like this and endeavors like this give a purpose to help people out and get them back in a sense of brotherhood and camaraderie and teamwork that they're missing in everyday life. So don't hesitate. If you have the opportunity, go check out WillfulTangent Gaming, and also look for them on World of Tanks if you play World of Tanks. As as I said, it's Wild Boars Charlie Company. They are recruiting, and would love to hear from you guys. So that's pretty much all I've got to say about this, except that there's a lot of military veterans that play games like this, whether it's World of Warships, World of Tanks, Armored Warfare, anything like that. This is an outlet, and although there's violence sort of depicted on the screen, I think all of these companies are really good at not portraying necessarily the blood and gore of personnel like some of the shooters that you find kids playing on the Xbox and things like that. This is more servicing targets than it is getting in your face with blood and gore. And I appreciate that. I was in the service for a while and deployed for many years in Afghanistan. I've spent time in Africa and Iraq and Jordan and Pakistan, and I do like the camaraderie that I get from playing with other folks on the internet, whether it's in a team like this in PvE, or it's with a bunch of other random players in World of Tanks. And I do get where he comes from when he says that this is something that does help, he believes, veterans. So do support him. We're coming up on Memorial Day weekend here at the end of May in the U.S., and if you're not here in the U.S. or you don't play on the North American server, there are certainly veterans organizations that you can contribute to and give time to in the UK, in Australia. Certainly the Australian veterans who've deployed to places like Afghanistan and Africa are well worthy of respect. Just take a little time out. It's not just to say thank you for your service, because a lot of these guys don't really want necessarily thanks for their service. They want, to be part of the community again, and they want to feel like, that what they did was worth it. The sacrifices they made were worth it. And so it's not just a thank you at the airport or at the bus station. It's really, to take some time to understand what they went through and support them in their reintegration into society, and to help them with, health issues and things like that, and just, be aware that they're out there. And I think it's really important that we all be grateful for what they did and do what we can to support them. So, to the guys at Willful Tangent Gaming and to Wild Boars Charlie Company, it is my pleasure to do this video. Do pass it along to all your friends. Again, I will have links posted herein on where you can get in touch with these guys. If you're interested in sending an email directly to the Willful Tangent folks, you can do that at willfultangent@outlook.com, and it's spelled WILLFULTANGENT. That's willfultangent@outlook.com. Shoot an email to them directly and just say that you saw this on Tanks for the Mammeries YouTube video, and tell them that you're interested in talking to them about joining the clan. They'd be happy to talk to you about that. So they're interested in seeing some of your experience in either World of Tanks or Armored Warfare. And maybe you'll join the clan and meet some guys that you can really get along with and share some experiences with. So anyway, that's pretty much the end of this video. That was Operation Stormy Winter. Again, what I consider to be pretty much almost a textbook victory there. Very little damage, tremendous number of kills, good spotting. 17,000 damage to enemy vehicles is pretty great. So here's this is the victory screen there. I just wanted to let you guys see that. Don't forget, this is Tanks for the Mammeries playing Armored Warfare. I really appreciate it. Guys, do like and support this channel. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter. And next, we're going to have a screenshot of the Facebook page for Willful Tangent Gaming. Again, the links are here on this page, so if you want to pause the video to write this stuff down, you got about 30 seconds. You can find the Willful Tangent Gaming Battalion page on Facebook. You can find them on YouTube, and you can find them on Twitter as well. So this is Willful Tangent Gaming. There's also Wild Boars Charlie Company. Again, guys, this is Tanks for the Mammeries playing Armored Warfare. Thanks for watching this. Thanks for checking out the PSA. Do go support Willful Tangent Gaming. Have a great day, everybody, and thanks for watching.